Hello everyone, my name is Keyack, and I'm going to be showing you in this video today a little bit about the Oculus Quest, which is a popular virtual reality headset that's used out in the consumer market for video games and things. But I'm going to actually show how that can be used in a business situation in combination with the construction collaboration platform Trimble Connect. And Trimble Connect allows you to bring together 3D building information models from engineers as well as subcontractors and contractors together in order to view the entire digital version of a building. And we're going to show how to leverage that in a virtual reality environment. Now, I'd like to give a quick shout out to McCombs Steel for providing this model here. And this model is actually a tilt-up construction project. And I wanted to use something that's real life size here, so that way you can see, something that's realistic in the sense that there's a lot of objects with a lot of detail in this model, and it's a lot more detail than just a video game. And you'll see how the Trimble Connect platform can actually take a lot of this, heavy geometry, and how we're going to still be able to leverage that on the Oculus Quest headset. Okay, so to get started here, I've got the Oculus Quest headset on, and I'm going to go to the Navigate and then web browser here, and I'm going to go to 3d.connect.trimble.com. So you can see that here that I've got that already previewed, 3d.connect.trimble.com. And then when I go there, I'll be able to log into my Trimble Connect account. And inside of here, you'll see that I've got all my different projects. And the reason why I went to 3d.connect.trimble.com is it allows me to do this neat little trick here with a skybox. So I can take a JPEG image as long as it's a 2:1 scale, no matter what the resolution is. As long as the width to height ratio is 2:1, I can look at both the 3D model and have like a background skybox to make it a little bit more realistic and to give a sense of horizon versus the sky. Then I'll go into View and Web VR or the VR mode in the virtual reality mode. And then here now I'm just using the joystick controllers to zoom around the model. And again, this is pretty impressive. I mean, the model is huge with a ton of different detailed objects, including bolts. Now, what I'm doing in this particular video is I'm actually just sitting on in a chair, and I'm just using the joysticks to zoom around, and then I'm tilting my head and moving my head to sort of look around at different things. Now, when you see the controller sort of jerk to the left or the right, that's me actually doing the rotate command, which it rotates to the left or right somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees or something like that, so that we can kind of easily rotate around with the controller. But then otherwise, I'm just kind of zooming in. So again, when you see that little jerk there, that's just me basically rotating around so I can get to the other side of the connection. And so I just kind of put some arrows there to show you sort of what I'm doing on the controller. Now, if you just sort of press forward on the joystick on the controller, then basically what that's doing is it's just moving you forward and backward. And if you actually press both of the joystick controllers at the same time in the same direction, it actually zooms you or moves you forward or backward much faster. So there I was doing a little bit of rotate again. And so what's neat is that this feels pretty natural to me. I'm actually just sitting here, going up to different spots or locations in the model. And what's nice about this versus like kind of an augmented reality experience, say with like the HoloLens, is that I can easily navigate like up and down, like kind of the stairs and things like that. Whereas when you view the HoloLens model, it's kind of like you're standing in space and you can't really go up the stairs at the same time unless you're actually out in the field with the stair and the model overlaid together. But if you're just doing like a job review, sort of like what I'm doing here, the virtual reality environment is pretty handy because you can still get that life-size feel as well as just quickly navigate around and get to where you want to go. So again, this environment is more for me to just review the model and kind of see things in a life-size scale. And you might ask, well, what's the difference between doing this versus, say, just looking at the 3D model on an iPad or on the computer screen on your personal computer, your PC? Well, the difference here is, again, when you're in a fully immersed environment, it feels more life-size. I actually happen to catch certain amounts of detail when I'm looking at it more like as if I'm flying around and looking at it like right up next to it, more like in a personalized or human view versus kind of doing it in a CAD 3D viewer view on the computer. And so I just happen to actually catch and see and experience things in a little bit different and even more intimate way. And so I guess just the review experience is totally different than just working on a normal computer screen. So here you go. You can see that this is really fast. I'd say that the only thing that I would comment that I'd improve on a little bit is that if you actually walk around or move, it's a little bit unstable, but otherwise, great experience.